Okay.
Okay. Okay, now we on the number part 5. So actually I take it as a part of my international online college class. So you all are actually in fact the very first student that I have, well, in a sort of way, joining my online class. Okay, now we are going to the last verse that we see. Okay, so continue here, all right? So Brother, you join me, or any else can join me, all right? So we read the Pali together.
Okay.
Verse number 10. Pinda charam
Charit
chalitwana
Nikama
dikama nagara muni.
Muni
Pandawam abhiharesi
Abhiharesi
eta vaso
Vaso
bhavistati.
Bhavistati.
Having walked on arms round, the
the
Muni
Muni
departed from the city.
city.
He
He
ascended
ascended
Mount
Mount
Pandawa. His dwelling place must be here. Okay, now we on the continue the verse number 10 already. Now you see, when we see that this is a verse, when it's a verse, that means that it's not easy to find what is the subject and what is the object, because it's not in proper English. Okay, but it's, of course, we are learning from the English translation, so it's not difficult for you all. So what do you think is the subject here when you look at the Pali or look at the English? Who is the subject?
Muni,
Muni. Okay, who is the Muni?
the Buddha, right?
Yeah, at the time he's not the Buddha yet. So who is he? Well, you say ascetic Siddhartha, or yeah, ascetic Siddhartha. So what's the meaning of Muni? It will explain later. But before we look at the explanation later in the commentary, what do you think the Muni means?
The sage.
The sage. It's a wise person, right? But it's also another meaning, maybe just the holy person, like those ascetic. Right? Maybe he might be a wise, or he might not be a wise, but that's how they call him Muni or Samana, all right?
Hermit.
Okay, hermit, yeah, in a way. Okay, now look at this. How many verbs, how many action they can be here?
1, 2, 3, 4. 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. Only 3. Charituana,
Oh, sorry.
which is a, and then the Nikama,
Oh,
then Pandawa Abhiharesi. All right.
Bhavistati.
So all these
work, right?
Yeah, verbs. Yeah. Okay.
Bhavistati is
So
work.
8. Yeah. So eta waso bhavisati. It's just a conversation. His dwelling must be here. Now you notice that they are using the how many gerund? Okay.
3
So
gerund.
what kind of gerund?
Sorry,
So you have the
two gerund.
Okay. So now look at the gerund will be tua na.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And then the ma.
Nikama.
So where is this ma coming from? Ma is coming from?
Nikama
Yeah, right?
is the assimilation.
Yeah, all right. So nikama means, if you look at the nis and kam and plus ya, all right? So you have the nikama, okay, origin measure here. So this means that the my, the m here in the roots, and the y with the, this is a gerund, becomes to assimilation, right? So you notice here you have the tuana. But why don't we just use the tua? But why do we put tuana? You notice that na is actually extra. Without the na, charitua is also gerund. So why do we put na here? So you have to think for it. I think by look how you know the answer already.
Is the
What?
what do you call it? Derivative, is it? The suffix.
No.
Suffix not right. From the Tua. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 matrix. The line loss. Oh, the line loss.
Here. Okay, all right. Okay, so can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, so tua or tuana is same. Okay, actually in a Pali, how many is gerund here? So charitua is also charitua or charituana is also gerund. So this nikama is also gerund. So you notice that you already got how many form? Tua, tuana, or this ya. So all these are gerund here. But why they put the tuana? So maybe it's the poem thing again. The meters. How many? 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 syllables. Yeah. So you know, pin da charam 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it's 8 syllable, 8 meters. Okay. So that's the reason why they put tuana. They can also put charitua, right? So anyway, the purpose of gerund means that show that gerund means to show that one action happen first, okay? Happen first and another one happen later. So you got he goes for pindachara, right? Actually, the meaning of pinda is like a lump of food, you know. Chara from the charati, you know. Charati walks around for a lump of food means the arms around. So you see that there's actually charam charitua. Actually, it seems that there's repetition of the charam, which is coming from the root cha, and charitua also coming from the root cha. But that's how they write in Pali. Pindatan charitua, and then nikama. Now, you all ask about the prefix. Prefix means actually the meaning of nis is always departed or leaving away. And then the root come to strike. Why is that? You notice that there's only one K here, but when you combine, there's a double K, you know. That's the reason you can see because here, S and K is assimilated, become the K. So you can write like this, okay, SK become the KK here, all right. Also, another reason why they are double K, because the Sanskrit itself is a KL. So you can see because of KL here, KL is become KK. What's the difference between Sanskrit and Pali? It's like Sanskrit, the sound which is difficult, like KR is difficult to pronounce. So KK is easier to pronounce, you know. So they always simplified from the Sanskrit. Anyway, Charitua, he walks for arm sound. So you notice that this is an action and it seems this one to be acquisition case, right? After that, he nikama, departed nagara. Now you notice that not all the time we must use the asma, amma. Okay, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, sorry about that. Don't know what happened to internet today. Okay, so anyway, you got the Tua and Nikama, and then you got Nagara. So you notice that for the Nagara, there can be other alternative will be Nagara, Sma, you know, with a long A, or Amha with a short A. But you notice that we don't use it, we just use the short form here, Nagara, which means the same thing. It's also because of the 8 sound, you know, just make the thing short. So Muni is a subject. So the Muni, this means that when put like this, is very easy. The Muni first, he walk for arms round. Then after that, he departed from the city. After that, the final action, he ascended. So Abhiharesi. So Abhiharesi, the root is har. So the commentary will explain the words Abhiharesi. It's not the like Abhiruhati. So normally for this ascended, the normal Pali is Aruhati, but here is using Abhiharesi. And you notice that this SI is not the T and this Sita Mima. This actually is past tense with the I, with the insertion of S. Okay. So this is actually Abhihar, and this I is the verbal termination. Okay, for the past tense. Now there's a thing. Eta waso bhavisati. Here is future tense. All right. Then it's just translate must be here. Okay. Here, but actually in Pali is a future tense. Eta here. Waso is the place that he stay. His place will be here or must be here. Now, okay, now you see the Pali. Pinda charam charitwana nikama nagara muni. Pandawam is the Mount Pandawa. Abhiharesi. Eta waso bhavisati. So this is the verse number 10. Right? So
excuse me,
Abhiharesi. Yes.
Yeah, can I ask questions?
Yeah,
It
sure.
used to be, we always say we go for Pindapat. So Pindapata. So which one is now we have Pindacharam. So how do we distinguish these three words?
Oh, Pindapata is also same. Can also.
Pindapat, sometimes they say Pindapat.
Pindapata.
I think
Pindapata. Pinda is the meaning of pinda is a lump of food. Something like that, a lump of food, okay? Yes. A lump of food.
Okay.
So pata coming from the Pali patati. Patati is that you drop down, right?
Okay.
The patati, patati is like drop down the food. You like falling down. It's like they put the lump of food drop down on the bowl, arms bowl. So that's the pinda pata. Okay. And pinda chara, just now, pinda chara. Chara is like walking. From the word walk. All right, going round. Chara. Charati. No. So go for the food. All right.
So when
we pinda pata, you drop the food.
When we say there's an event, so the event is called what? Pindachara, Pindapata, the event. The
event now is Pindachara.
Pindachara.
Yeah, Pindapata also can also. Yeah. Pindapata or Pindachara. As long as people understand what you're trying to say, it's okay. Okay.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right. Yes.
This Pindachara is like a noun, right? An activity, the name of an activity. Whereas Pindapata is the verb, the action of going about collecting the alms, right? Because
Pindapata.
Because I remember where someone was talking about the correct usage of Pindachara and Pindapata.
Okay.
So if you say,
according to Myanmar translation, Pindapata means the alms bowl, the food collected in the alms bowl. Yeah, it can be a noun here. Yeah, according to Myanmar translation. Yeah.
Oh, because somehow I think sometimes back I did remember listening to I'm not too sure where I got it. So they say the proper name should be Pindachara. Then the when they are while they are collecting, that is called Pindapata.
Yeah. Maybe you have to ask the monk. So yeah, but according to what we see here, Pindacharam is kind of like taking as a subject object here. Charitwa is a action here. Okay, Pindacharam is the going for arms round. Okay, so it's like arms round here. Pindachara.
Okay.
Here is actually, I think it refers more to the activities because of charity. the charati itself is action ongoing. So charitwa is also action ongoing. So this is more talking about action now. All right. This is because very important. You want to say the Muni, he walks for alms, then he left the city, then he go from the go to the Mount Pandawa. All right. Okay. Now we're going to words by word. All right. So before we read, we'll look at this Abi Haris. So Abi, you know the word Abhidhamma. It's a prefix here. And then har from the word harati, to carry. All right. And this word will be causative suffix a. Because of this causative suffix, then the har become long a har. This is because of the influence of the causative, it strengthened we call it the a become a. So like a become long a. So we call it strengthening the vowel in the root. Okay, so this is due to the causative sign. Okay, something like that. Now we look at the definition of Muni. Now it starts to explain who is Muni. It's interesting, we read here. Muni iti. So with the Muni plus iti, I and I. So you got Muni plus iti, it become Muni with a long I. So what is Muni? It tries to say Muni, then it's like in English, Muni, you put the dot, like this, Muni dot. All right, colon. Now, this is a sentence, it start to explain from here to here, right? So maybe we read together, okay? Muniti, mona thaya, pati panatha, apata muni bawopi, muni cewa wuto, loka woharena wa, lokia hi amona sampatampi, pandit Pabbajjitam muni iti bananti. Okay, so look at this. So sometimes so we just look at these things. Muni. All right, now the commentator try to explain the word muni. What is muni? Then here this one, atta. There's always look at this. This is a standard we always see. This is the atta. It's like translate here for the sake of munihood. All right, so atta, for the sake of munihood. Munihood is a mona. You see now the muni now change to mona. Okay, so muni now become mona. So it's translated as a munihood. Right. Right. So ta here. Ta is a because, that's why I say it can be instrumental or ablative. It just denote the because. Because patipanna. Okay. Then you had actually three things. Patipanna with the tadiya suffix tta, then I change to long a because of the because. So anyway, patipanna is an action here. Okay. Patipanna is a past participle. All right. From the word patipanna is so if you want to check, patipanna from the patipajati. Yeah. Patipajati. Enter, go long, or going to follow. This is actually more like practicing already. So the best, I think, they follow the meaning is practicing. So then he translated directly. He was practicing, but actually this is a past participle. He was practicing for the sake of munihood. So monathaya is for the sake of munihood. Why they put a hood? Hood is here. It will be we call it the state of the muni. State of the muni. So they call it munihood. State of muni. So in Pali we call it the bawa tadita. Right. All right. So for the sake of munihood, and then he is called a muni, right? He is called. This is one verb here. Wuto. All right. Wuto. He's called. Then you have this one. Muni chewa. Muni ichewa. So can you guess how you divide muni plus something plus ewa? What you guess? Can you guess what is in between?
Cha. Cha. Cha.
Cha. Cha. Okay. Let's say we put a cha here. Right? And what is this? You have one ICC. ICC. What is this?
Anything to do?
Maybe you can.
Yeah.
It can be muni iti. Then it change to ITY. Then ICC. It's like mathematics here. Then plus A1. Okay. Cha and cha becomes chewa. Okay. So maybe you can put like this. Cha and cha is chewa. So muni iti chewa. So he is called. So sometimes you put the iti here. Iti is like something like we call it like he is called, like this, It's a quotation. He is called. This one to represent is a iti. He is called muni. He is called a muni. Okay, he is called muni. Iti. This for iti. Chewa. Here maybe you can use the chewa to emphasize. He just called the chewa. Why? The reason. Because he was practicing for the sake of munihood. And then you have all. Or maybe this all is a chewa. Okay. Or yeah. Or you have the what here. Okay, what? Or he's cold. Now there's a he was cold. There's a cold for second time, but you don't see the wuto. You don't see the wuto already. It's already mentioned first time in the is cold. All right. It's mentioned first time here, and he was cold. It's mentioned. It does not mention for the second time. Here is written Loka Wahara. Loka is worldly, all right? Wahara convention. What is Wahara? Wahara is kind of like there's many translation for the word Wahara. It's kind of like language or the speech or expression, language, destination. It's like sometimes we use it like local or worldly, because he will call in compliance with the worldly convention of worldly language. Or that's mean that how the normal people talking at that time. So that's why he is called Muni, even though he has not attained the Munihood. This means that he has not attained the Sainthood. Right? So sometimes we can call the Muni sage. He had not attained the Sainthood or sage, but he was called Muni because he was practicing for the sake of Munihood, or because he was called thus in compliance with the worldly convention or language. This is Wahara. Then it starts with the word for. Actually, most of the time, Bhikkhu Bodhi, he translates the word he. He translates with the word for. Okay? For the people. All right? The people in the world. All right? I think it should be this one, Lokiya. Okay? People in the world. Call. Bananti. Bananti is like speaking here. Call or tell. Call a monk. Here using the monk. Here is actually this Pabbajjitam, acquisitive case. He call a monk, or sometimes you call an ascetic a muni. All right? You call an ascetic a muni. Even, you have the one even. So even means the peak. Even peak. He has not attained. So not attained. All right? This not is represented by the here. Okay? Mona sampatam. Right? So this is a compound word. Okay. So anybody want to try? How are you going to divide this word? This is a compound, complex compound. Yeah. So try. Anybody want to try? So mona sampatam. How are you going to divide this?
Start with right? Negative
Yes.
negation.
Yes.
Then plus
so is what? Is the na,
negation.
okay? Na plus
Mona.
okay? And
Sampatam.
okay, sampatam, all right?
Sampatam.
So na is not, okay? Mona is a munihood. Sampata is attain. Right. Sometimes we translate as attainment. Okay, sampata. It can be a verb here or it can be a noun here. So it depends on how we translate. Right. So remember last time we have this na you saw in the prefix, right? It's one of the for the na nipata, all this also like na aria, right? Na aria. So you have the na here. It's a na nipata, pupapada kamadayada. Right? So mona is a munihood. So now you can see even just a simple Pali like this. No, you have how many? You have a pit also. So if you want to put a pit here, so there will be a pit here. So there will be pit means coming from which? What is the word pit coming from? Where? Api, right? So you can see like this. This is how many things to combine. So you have 4 things. 4 member, they call it member, right? So for this short Pali, you have this one. Even he has not attained the munihood. All right. So for this sentence.
It's interesting that the muni word is not translated. Munihood.
Because it's difficult to translate. So for muni, sometimes they call it sage. Like the Sakyamuni, the Buddha.
Yeah, Sakyamuni.
The Buddha is called Sakyamuni, yeah. So释迦牟尼, now you understand where is the释迦牟尼coming from, this Muni, right? So Sakyamuni is the sage of the Sakya race, or he's the wise person of the Sakya race, yeah. So sometimes you call it sage, sometimes you call it wise. So here you can call it like ascetic, or yeah. So it's difficult to translate. So that's why sometimes we just leave the word, because the moment you translate, then it might have the meaning, or it might have another meaning. Like Dhamma, how are you going to translate Dhamma? Even like Sangha, how you translate the word Sangha? Yeah. Okay, so just leave it, right? So that's why for the thesis, sometimes we have to put a lot of footnote or endnote for this special word. Yeah. Okay, so if you look at it, the translation is like this. You have the muni. You start with the muni with the explanation, and there's one verb, only one verb here, wuto, and this bananti, right? Then the rest are explanation. Okay, so I think we can
just now the
continue.
word muni chewa, that one 2 I, so maybe you can change to 1 I with the bar line. The muni chewa.
Muni chewa.
Just now, because there are 2 I there.
Chewa.
The 2 I,
the
sentence there was type 2 I.
Oh.
The sentence there.
Where?
The upper mata muni bawo pi, that muni, then 2 I there. Maybe it's changed to long I, right?
No, it's a muni ichewa, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, muni ichewa, yeah. Okay. Okay. Right. So last time na pata. So if you're going to do like this, so na pata muni bawo pi, like just now, all right? So na pata, so is the na nipata pupavada, right? Pupavada. So if sometimes, I mean, for those who attend the diploma class, then you all need to analyze like this, What is this? Na is which one? So you have to say, oh, this na nipata pupavada kamaya, and pato, like this. Attain, Then it's a pupapada kamada, like this. You have to know which type of a grammar point. Okay. Anyway, it's not so important now. Yeah. So then you have the munisa bawo. Oh, so this is the next one. Okay. Oh yeah, so this is the one that I'm trying to explain. Okay, apata muni bawo. All right, so this muni bawo. So muni bawo coming from muni sat bawo. It's a chati tak purisa, right? Muni bawo. Okay, so we continue. Now, just now he said he go to this mountain, all right? He ascended this mountain. So Pandawam is now this Pandawam is explained by this one, Tam Pabatam. That that Pabatam is the mountain. So he tried to say this is a mountain. Because from the just now from the words, you only say Pandawa. We don't know what is Pandawa. What is this? Nobody know. So that's why the commentary purpose explain that this is a Pabatam, it's a mountain. So we know he go to a mountain. Right? That's why they translate he ascended the mount. And this Abi Haresi, the commentary explained very clearly. The meaning is Abi Ruhi. Abi is still means Abi. Then Haresi explained very Ruhi. Ruhi means crime, you know, from the Pali word Ruhati, right? Crime. Oh, this Ruhati, yeah. Ruhati. Crime out. All right. So that's why the commentary is very useful to explain those like Abi Harisi, which not clear. So explain very clear now. Abi Harisi, he climbed out that mountain. Now it start with this. Okay, maybe we read together from this part. Okay, so Pandawam Abi Harisi Ti. Okay, Tam Papatam Abi Ruhi. So kira Manuse Puchi. Ima Samin Nagare Pabbajja Kata Wasanti Ti. Atasate Pandawasa Upali Purata Bi Mukha Pabareti Arochesum Tasma Tamewa Pandawam Abiharesi Etawaso Bhavisati Hi Evam Chin Tetwa. All right. Okay, now we finished already. Now we're going for this. How many sentences here? So we're going to break it. It's a short sentence, not so bad, you know. Right. So this already we finished it. So let's move this to this already finished. Okay, so we start from here. So Kira. Kira is always like translate. Sometimes we translate it, it seems, or it is said. It is said that maybe it's not to say that he say or hear from somebody in a way. Right. So Kira. So it said that subject is he, so he had asked the people, Puchi. Puchi is asked. So people is a manuse, accusative plural. Manusa, manuse, like Buddho, Buddha, Buddham, Buddhe. So A sound. He asked the people. So it's very easy. Subject is so, and then the verb is Puchi, manuse is the object here. What did he ask? Start from this one. Imasamin Nagare. So locative case. In this city, Imasamin, Ima, this Nagare. You know, I think in Malay word we also have this word, right? In Malay we call it Nagara is country. Okay, but here in Pali it's a city. Okay, Nagare in a city. So the question is kata. Now in Pali, remember when anything, sometimes most of the time it start with like kata, kuhim, kutra, start with the K sound is a question here. Oh, so where? Where do the monks, now Pabbajja, it translates as a monks here. Okay, Pabbajja, where do they dwell or where do they stay? And then why you have a long I is because of the iti. Iti, wasanti iti. So wasanti iti become long I. Where do the monks stay? His question, right? Right. Then this then is atta, right? Atta asa. Asa is a to him, or accusative case. It can be here should be accusative case. No, it should be dative case, right? To him. Can be accusative or dative, yeah. Okay,
Dative,
they.
right?
Yeah, dative. But the sentence right like accusative, yeah. The English look like accusative, but the Pali is a to him, dative. They inform him. On the eastern slope, right? Eastern, what is eastern here?
Purata.
Purata, okay. So what is slope here?
Pabbajja.
Pabbajja. Pabbajja, I think is mountain. Abhimukha. Pabbajja. Abhimukha is facing. Incline of the mountain, yeah. So this is sloping here. Incline, sloping. So Pabbajja, all right. So Pabbajja is a slope. Eastern slope should be this Pari. So Pabbajja is a slope here. So Purata Abhimukha, right? So this should be the on eastern side, facing the eastern side. Abhimukha, sometimes they translate as a facing. So facing the eastern side, the slope, and at the top, Upali. Then you have the genitive case, Pandawa, right? They inform, okay? Suffix, this is a verbal termination of the third person plural. They inform him. Therefore, Tasma, he ascended, means he climbed, because Abi Harisi already explained just now. He climbed to them. Tamewa, Tamewa. Tamewa means that mountain. He don't go to other mountain, he go to that mountain. That's a Pandawa. So the Ewa is not shown here. You can, if you want to put Ewa, he ascended, you can put the you know, just to show is to translate for this Ewa. He ascended to that mountain. Okay. Now they considered Tua. Here there's a Tua because the story not finished yet. Then there are some more verbs coming later. So A1 task. What do they consider? Waso, dwelling place. All right, must be here. Bhavisati. Okay, I think this is easy. So now we continue. Now it's another word here. All right. So here you have the tayo, but sometimes in the Tipitaka they will show the other variants leading from the Sri Lanka. This is tato. So you can see sometimes in some place they write a yo, but in other variants yo is written like to, like the T here. So there's a variance here. Like another variance is a ekowa, but it's written another place eko cha duko, duto. Anyway, this one we can just delete the variance because it's confusing. All right. Okay, so we read the Pali together. Diswana wasu pagatam tayo duta upavisum tesu ekowa agantwa rajino pati vedahi. All right. So English, sorry. So the keyword. Okay. So okay. Having seen that he had entered his dwelling, the messengers then approached. But one messenger returned and informed the king. All right. So how many actions here?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
4.
Having seen. Yeah. Having seen this one. You notice using na also. Having seen this one. He had entered. So actually this is upa. Actually you can take it as an action here also. Why come here? Sorry. You can make it as an action here. But it's this is an adjective here. Wasa. Just now you have the word wasa and upagata. Upagata means entered, right? Tayo Dutta Upavisum. So they approach. Dutta. Dutta is a messenger. Tayo. Tayo is a, should be 3 here. Teso. Teso is like a locative case. So echo is 1. All right, 1. Only 1. Or you can use the what. Wa means only 1. Only 1. Tesu. Tesu means you can say like among them, only 1 come back, returned. Okay. And then the Rajino. Rajino. So what is the case of Rajino? Should be the dative, yeah. So inform to the king. And then this Pati Vedai is very interesting. We see this word later, okay? So this means that they see the Muni. When he went to the place he stayed, then they know he already settled there. Then the messenger get near him, but only 1 returned, go and inform the king, because they had the duty to inform the king Vivesala. So how they say?
Sorry, Saji. Just now you explained Tayo is what? I didn't get it.
Tayo should be 3 here, yeah. But it's Tayo 3, yeah. Should be 3 here, but it's not mentioned 3 here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Actually, if let's say now you use the word tayo, it means 3 messengers. But just now you deliver the bracket tato, so then it's not mentioned 3 messenger lah.
Yeah.
Right.
So the tato is like
from here.
Tato is from here.
From here.
Yeah. Yeah. Here mentioned about 3, but before that, it didn't say about. Before he didn't say about 3 or what. Before that, it didn't say how many. We only know that the king asked the messenger, asked them to follow. Right. Previously, they say how many people. It didn't say how many people. Now it started at the tayo here.
Probably tato will be a better word, I think.
But the one approved in the Tipitaka. So when they had the 6 Buddhist council, so all the monks learn monk from many places, they come together and then they finalize as tayo, but they still put the variance reading. Yeah. Okay.
Means 3 enter, one go back lah.
Yeah, because normally they will be normally they will go as a group. Yeah, at least 3. Yeah. Because King Bisa make it as a very urgent case. You want to know where is this Muni going, so definitely he will send more than 1. Yeah. So only 1 come because he had the duty to inform the king. Then he tell the king, all right, Esa. Okay, so we read together, all right. Esa Bhikkhu Maharaja Pandavasa Puratato Nisino Byagu Sabowa Sinoha Kiri Kapare. All right. So you notice that there's another Puratato. Here is TT, right? And it's written like KK. Yeah. All right. I think KK should be more correct. Yeah. Purakato. Yeah. Okay. Start from this one. Esa. Now here, the question is why not so? Normally like this, you can translate. Okay, for this, you can put like so bhikkhu. Okay. But here is using like Esa. Esa is same like Eso. You know, if you learn the Pali Meiji, you see this. So bhikkhu or Esa, Eso means same meaning. Here you use the word Esa. Esa bhikkhu. Now he can say they call him bhikkhu. They don't call him Muni. The terms, the way they address him is different. Now they call him bhikkhu. Right? This monk, great king Maharaja. It's a vocative case. So for those, if you remember, vocative case always is the stem is always short sound. Maharaja. It's not all sound. is Maharaja. It's a vocative case. So where does he stay? Lives on the eastern side. So eastern side, Puratato. Purato. So we check. Yeah, just now we have the Abhimukha. Front. You have two meanings. One is the first and foremost, Pura. The meaning of Pura is in front. All right, that's why the first meaning is in front. But another meaning is, or another meaning of formerly. So you can see there are even, the meaning is three meaning, you know. Sometimes in Pali, you have three. One simple word, you have three meaning. So don't just fix your mind at one meaning. Okay. So, but according to Sri Lanka, SYA should be, I think, Siam. KA should be Cambodia. Purakato. If you check this meaning, are they same or not? So Purakata. This is the meaning of put in front, you know, put in front. This means that this KK is not correct. This TT is more correct. All right, Puratato. So this is more correct. So you can see the variance reading. So that's why they finalize on this TT, right? On the east side of Pandawa. Then he sits, Nisino sits. Where does he sit? Giri, right? Mountain is Giri. Gabare. Gabare. Cavern is like cave there. And then like what? It's like a tiger. Siha. Siha is tiger. Ewa. Siha. Siho. Ewa. Siho. Ewa. This one. And then the Usaba. Usaba is a bull. And then now you can see Biaga. Biaga. Actually, this is also another compound word, right? Okay. You see this word, you will explain later. Biaga. Usa, it is compound. You have the Biaga. It explain like this is a lion, so explain already. Biago. Right? Usabo. For this one, you find this Usabo. And then this Ewa, it explain like Via. Via is just like. So just like what? Just like a tiger, Biago is tiger, Wu is a Usabo, lion is Siho. Right? In the Giri, Giri is mountain. Guha, Guha is cave. Yam is a locative feminine. So in the mountain cavern, like a tiger, bull, and lion. So that's why you can see the commentary explain the Giri Gabare. What is Giri Gabare? Explain as Giri Guha Yam. Okay. So because you look at this, you don't know what it is. It can be like nominative accusative plural, but this A is not plural. It's actually a yam here. It's a feminine locative. So that's why the commentary try to explain the case as well, right? Okay, then now etehi tayo, all right? Ete, this. Tayo, tree. Tayo is tree. Seta. Seta is chief. Right. These three animals, chief. Sit. Nisidanti. Sit. Giri Gabare. Giri in a mountain cave. Now they don't have Vigata. Vigata is from this Pali word. You know Gachati, right? So Gachati you always see. V plus the Gachati, all right? Gachati actually the root is gum. So plus the ta. So you got gata. So the meaning of prefix ga, V is always departed. So this big prefix always like departed or leaving or off. Maybe just put off here. Means that is this the meaning, or that's why they put the word devoid of the fear, baya. Fear is baya. All right. So berawa means terror. So these two are same. So this means because it's talking about the tiger, you have the bull, lion. So these three are very brave. They don't have fear here. So it just try to explain like the Muni. All right. He tried to explain to the King Bimbisara, this Muni stayed at the Ganawa, and then he sit at the mountain cave. It's like those majestic animal, very calm and serene, not fear. Okay. If no question, I'll continue. Now you have the tayo here. You see this word tayo, right? But this tayo should refer to the duta, messenger. Duta in which case? Duta should be masculine, yeah. Messenger, yeah, masculine. Maybe tayo is the tayo, yoniso. 3.
Because the duta is in the plural form, so they say if
Yeah.
3 duta, 3 messengers also maybe it's acceptable. Because duta is in plural. Plural can be 3.
Yeah. 3, yeah. Tayo. Okay. Because if talking about tayo, then it makes sense. Because it's talking about 3 here and talking about echo 1. Right? 1, 3 go there. 1 come back. So this means that still got 2 there. Stand by. All right. So now continue. All right. So okay. All right. So we read. Okay. Sutwana duta wachanam badayanena katiyo tara mana rupo niyasi yena pandawa papato. All right. Having heard the messenger's report, the Katiya set out in a fine vehicle. Hurriedly he departed in the direction of Pandawa mountain. Okay, now who is the subject here?
Katiya.
Okay, who is Katiya? Who is he?
Warrior, right? Warrior.
Yeah, warrior. But who is he at that time?
I think, is it the king?
Yes, the king Bimbisara. So normally Katiya is the warrior, is the king, right? So the Katiya, he first action, Sutwana, having heard Duta is a messenger. That's why we have we call it the messenger of like that, the Duta. So this that report Wachana. Wachana is a words or speech. Here means report. So you can see speech or words. Sometimes you have different meaning here. Heard it, then he set out. Set out is not mentioned here. In a fine Bada, right? Bada is fine. Yana, you know the Mahayana? Yana is a vehicle. Yeah, vehicle, fine vehicle. Here is in. In Pali is ena. In Pali, this is like instrumental, right? How he set up through the sitting on the vehicle. So hurriedly.
Sorry,
is a Tara Maro Nupa. Yeah? Yes.
Why do they use the word fine vehicle?
Or maybe actually fine means any good, because he's a king. He's a king, so he sit on a very good one. Yeah, luxurious. Yes. Yes. Yeah, Bada, you know the kappa.
Royal vehicle.
The royal. Yeah. So Bada you can translate as a how to translate? Auspicious, good, lucky, yeah, good state, royal also if you want. Yeah. Just show that he's a king, so he will go on special vehicle, not normal one. So if you're good also, but I think fine is okay. Yeah, has a meaning of good and then very good. So Halili he departed. So we had this Niyasik. Where he go? In the direction. So the translation is in direction, but here is good. Yena. It's use a relative pronoun here. Yena. To that direction. So Pabawa and then Pabato. Now you use a Pabato here, mountain. So previously he don't use the word Pabato. Usually he used the word, I think previously he used the word is which one? Yeah, okay. Anyway, so sometimes a lot of Pali really confusing. Okay. So yeah. Okay. Now Bada. The commentary explain what is Bada. Now you can see Ya Yena. Bada Ya Nena Uttama. Uttama is the best. No? So this Bada is fine. So it explains very clearly the best one. Of course, he's the king. Actually, King Bibasa is quite rich also. Best kind of vehicle. So what it is? He has the hati. As a king, there will be hati. Because in India time, at the time, not everybody will own the elephant. Elephant is belong to those who got very rich. Elephant, asa, horse, rata, chariot. Yeah. Sivaka. Sivaka is the one carried by human palanquin and so forth. Adi. Adi is a so forth. And this na and this ena means is instrumental case. So you got adi, na, ena means ena, right? So you can see the king go very luxuriously with the full, we call it with the full what? How you call it? Accompanied by many sort of people and many sort of to his how you call it? Audience.
Retinue.
Retinue, yeah. He must show that he's a king. He cannot just walk like that, right? So yeah. So we'll finish it. So another one. Okay, so we continue. Sa yana bumim. Okay, read together. Sa yana bumim yati yaitwa yana oruhya katio. Patiko upasamkama asaja nam upavisti. Having gone along the ground for vehicles, the Katiya descended from his vehicle. Having approached on foot, he arrived and entered. Now, this very short sentence, but it's very interesting. How many actions? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, very fine. Who's the subject?
The king, Katiya.
Yeah, Katiya, all right. So you have a not here, you can see not all the time you put so, they put the word sa. Why put sa? Because if you read soyana or sayana, maybe due to the influence of this a and this a here, so it's maybe more smooth to read as sayana instead of soyana. You can say like that. Sometimes I learned is like last time, sometimes due to the influence of the nearby sound, some of the words also change the sound. All right. So instead of soyana, you read sayana, so easier. Sayana, yana. All right. Yana is a vehicle. Bumim. Bumi is a ground. Yaitua, having gone along. Then he descended from, this is ablative case here, from his vehicle. Oruha. Okay, descended. So this from this word awa plus, can you guess the root? What is the root?
R-U-H, root.
R-U-H, yeah.
Yeah.
And then the, yeah. Okay. So we call it the interchange. So H, Y, change it to YH. Yeah. Aruya. Okay, so because this prefix awa or o means it's always down, O or o, this suffix means down. Okay, down. Ru is like climb out, so it's going down here. Katiyo. So having gone alone for the Ru vehicle, then it descended from his vehicle. Then having approached. Okay, so this is also another. This one is actually quite common you see in the Pali. So can you guess what is the formation? Upa plus?
Plus some plus come.
Okay, SA. Yeah, M dot. So I better find M. And come and?
And yeah.
Yeah, okay. So two prefix. Upa plus some plus root come. So remember the word come is the meaning to
go.
Step.
To step out.
To strike, all right? So means that you still have the action of going, right? So he going, having approached. Patiko means on foot. He alive. Asaja. And enter. Upavisi. Asaja. Can you guess what is asaja? How to find it? From? Prefix is?
Maybe it's
Okay.
Asaja.
And?
This JJ is what it is. I don't remember.
SAD. Sat and ya. Okay. Sat is a nisidati. Sat is sit. Yeah, sit. Okay. To sit. Means that he approached. Here means alive. Yeah. Arrive and upavisi. He entered, right? So upavisi. So anyway, just means that you can see how he go as much as the path that allow him to go, because he going to be the slope of the mountain. Then after they cannot go anymore, he had to descended to ground. Then he had to walk on the foot. Then he arrived and entered. Okay, now the commentary explain. So from this, Sa yana bhumim yayitwa. Alright. So having gone along the ground from the he went. Alright. Where's the went? Gantwa. Why put the gerund here? Because it's not finished yet. There are some more verbs at the end. Alright. He went as far as is possible. So Saka is a translation. It was possible here. Was possible to go. For the vehicle. Right here translated as the word English is for, but Pali is ena. Yeah. For the vehicle with a horse, elephant. Hasti is elephant. Asa is a horse, and Adi and so on. So you have this one, Yawatika. As far as possible. This Yawatika is as far as possible. Yawatika. And then possible is this Saka Gatum for the vehicle drawn by this one. All right, so that's the meaning. So you have this Asaja Patwa. This is not translated. So this Asaja is translated as a explained as Patwa, approach. So, and Patwa is explained again by the Samipa. Samipa is near Gantua, but it's not explained here. So can just write. Sometimes it is like Bhikkhu Bodhi, he will not translate all the everything to Pali because it's not needed for those who read the English. So having reached, so the meaning is ato is when the meaning is having reached. Samipa is a nearby. Okay, that's enough for today. So, okay, so enough today. So by this commentary, I think you all learn lots of Pali.